to your kid. Your son, Stevenson's 11 years old. How did the day go yesterday? We'll start there.
Well, pretty good. And then, normal school day for him, then jujitsu, then it was dinner time because his sister had youth group. So it's just me and him. We decided mother-son date. And we go and we eat and we're sitting down. And right when we get our food, he's like, you know what? Because I'm trying to talk to him, ask him questions. He's like, I feel like I would like a quiet dinner.
So he asked for a quiet dinner, no talking.
He said, I just really feel like I need to be with my thoughts right now. And so 2 things. I'm very proud of him for being self-aware of what his needs were in the moment and that he was able to express that to me. I think that's huge, especially for an 11-year-old, because sometimes we need a quiet dinner, and I want to respect that. So we had a quiet dinner, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking around, and I'm just not talking to my son. Well, when we're leaving, we run into some listeners, and they're like, hey, listen to the show, and they happen to be sitting near us, and I know they saw me sitting there not talking to my son. And so then I felt the need to clarify to them. I said, just so you know, I'm not a bad parent. My son requested a quiet dinner. And
they probably weren't thinking
they
anything.
no chance.
I was self-conscious about it because I did look like I was neglecting my child that I was at dinner with. And, like when you see those older couples out to eat and they're not even talking to each other.
The whole
and they're
time.
just eating their food.
We saw a couple on Valentine's Day in a fight, not talking at all.
Terrible.
Kaylin goes, hey, don't look now, but that table over your right shoulder, they haven't said a word in 15 minutes. And so I do the thing where I'm pointing at a fixture in the ceiling. I'm look at that. And I'm following it back so I can look at them.
Yeah.
Which is probably even more obvious than but I'm well, look at that up there. And I turn, I'm oh, it's them.
Oh.
And they were angry.
They were probably just having a quiet dinner, though.
Boy, they were a mean face quiet dinner.
Oh, so I did that the other night on Valentine's too, because I was in LA for the Dustin Lynch thing, and we went out to eat afterwards. And I think Will Smith's son was sitting behind us.
Jaden?
Yeah. And so I casually wanted to turn and look at him. Still, I'm 99% sure it was him, but I did that awkward look back. But anyway, clarified to the listeners that, we were having a quiet dinner and I'm still a good mom. And yeah, just shout out to my son for knowing his needs.
They were probably well, that was weird. We just wanted to say we listened to the show.
I know.
And how's your daughter?
She's doing good. Yeah, she had her youth group last night. Her day yesterday was a little weird. Her school got canceled around 10 a.m. because of a bomb threat.
Can I tell the story?
Why?
I've been here?
No.
Okay.
That's
unnecessary.
You can, but it makes me sound bad.
It doesn't.
No,
it
it's your
doesn't.
reaction.
It doesn't. It was just a funny.
Okay, what happened?
After the show yesterday, we're sitting in here, and Amy gets a message. She goes, "Oh, Stashir's they had a bomb threat at her school." She's like, "That's funny," because schools don't. Most bomb threats are somebody just messing and causing trouble.
Right, and here's the thing: you say this all the time. We do so much news like this across the country, at all times. That's it's like a bonehead story of the day.
We are desensitized. You're right.
A disgruntled ex-boyfriend calls in a bomb threat, something like that. So that's why my desensitization came out.
But I would have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Amy goes, Stashir's got a bomb threat at her school. And they're up at the football field just hanging out. And we're all like, oh, I bet that's fun. She's not having to do class. And Amy goes, well, they're trying to call me now in the chances. She goes, well, school's canceled. Crap, I got to go get her. And we're like, yeah, now he's laughing.
Not funny anymore.
Yeah, so, I've now taken in that it was very serious and it could have been traumatic for some kids that were there. Well, I don't,
Because we got bomb threats back in the day.
All
you
the time.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never had one at my school.
We had shooting threats, too. We had some gang members in our school. But we were always like, awesome. We're good to go hang out at the football field.
For 30 minutes.
I wasn't traumatized at all.
Yeah. Okay, well, she's fine. But other kids, that might be something that's very scary to them. It's there's K through 12 at the school.
Fair.
So younger kids.
So she got out of
She
school
definitely
early.
was not traumatized.
I didn't think
Let
she
me
would
tell
be.
you. She was at home. She's like, can I spend the night with a friend? I was like, no.
But so she thought because she got out early on a Wednesday that
She just thought school was
Canceled?
was canceled.
a bomb's canceled school for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we're good. We're done.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.